The projects fail today because of how they allocate their budget, and that is not surprising. You need to be very strategic on how you budget for your project. If not, your project is going to fail big time. You need to do something about allocating your budget. I see so many people get into a project and they just give a fixed amount for their budget without necessarily breaking them down. So how do you make sure that you reduce the cost of your budget? Because when you're applying for a job or when you're planning to do something, mentioning the fact that you were able to reduce the cost by 20% or 15% is a plus for you. So this is what you need to do. You need to make sure that you break down every single task before you allocate their budget. Once you have been able to break this down, you see the cost of every step that you are taking. Then you allocate the resources for it and make sure that you track it. If you are not able to allocate resources for this your project, it will be very difficult for you to have a very fixed amount that matches with your project. So the first step, break down every project into the smallest possible piece and make sure you add contingencies, because you never know what might happen next. The next thing that you need to do is make sure that you constantly check in on how much you have spent. Don't get to a point where you have overspent more than the budget and problems start coming in. You need to constantly check in how much you have spent. Have you gotten to a level where you're already spending the contingencies or you are able to reduce the cost? That is what project managers do. They make sure that they have the highest quality with a limited amount of money by putting in the precise measures that are needed. The last thing, which is very important, is reflecting and constantly allocating resources. Right? You need to always check in. What is it that we have been doing wrongly? What is it that we have been ever spending on? Then you allocate resources to match up with where we have been missing. That is budget allocation. There are many ways in order for you to do budgeting deeply, but once you have been able to understand these basics, these preliminaries, it becomes easy for you to do your budgeting. And if anything I've shared with you today resonated, if it sparked a thought, a question, or a feeling, then please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and together with my team, we are very grateful for your support. That is the easiest way, the simplest way that you can support us for everything that we do here. And my promise to you is to keep this going on and on, one step at a time. Thank you for being here.